Top consulting firms like McKinsey have published a lot of thought leadership around AI. While it's designed for large enterprises, small teams can still take the core ideas and adapt it to fit their own size and resources. I think of it like reading a cookbook from a Michelin-starred restaurant. Look, you're not going to replicate those dishes exactly, but you can use those recipes for inspiration and find ways to adapt them to the ingredients and the tools that you have in your own kitchen. So today I want to walk through one of these examples with an article from McKinsey. I'll walk through how we scaled down their framework and actually brought it to life in our own AI program. So here's the article by McKinsey that outlines major reasons GenAI programs have failed. As part of their solution to these pitfalls, they illustrate this enterprise-grade reference architecture that takes a modular approach with future scalability. We actually pulled from this and intentionally scaled down for our own AI program and what we needed. Here's our mini architecture and the major components. The first part of this scaled down architecture is the AI portal. This is the single pane of glass for everything AI and the entry point for anyone in the company. It's through this portal that you can access all the various AI solutions that are built, most of them on the data in the organization. In many cases, these solutions pull data from various sources into a shared platform where it's prepped, stored with specific data controls, and then connected to those AI solutions. The next layer in the architecture is development and automation. Especially with these new agentic workflow tools out there, there's a need for some coding and config management with a process to safely activate these things in production. Next to that is the shared services. These are centralized items that support AI solutions and end users. For us, that's a prompt library everyone can access, a process for feedback loops, and auditing to track just a few metrics we're interested in. Finally, at the bottom is governance. These are the processes that manage those data controls, decide on new AI projects to pursue, how they get deployed, and then monitoring specific usage and metrics. These types of diagrams really help as you're designing your AI program, and what I can show now is how we've taken one of these pieces and actually executed on it. Let's dive into the AI portal, that single pane of glass that becomes the entry point into AI for everyone. This is the way we designed this piece. At the top, front and center, is what we call the golden path. That's how you can get a view into what AI tools are available and how to get access. If someone is new to AI, they don't guess where to begin. They start here. Below that, we have quick links that we thought would be most helpful to both new and everyday users. Further down, we have news and announcements. That includes monthly updates. This pairs with an active calendar that showcases the next set of events. Great place to showcase upcoming hackathons. Another entry point to AI solutions, a view into the portfolio of AI projects, recommended and mandatory training links, and a place to engage further with feedback and support. Look, this portal doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can build it using SharePoint and leverage one of their templates that covers most of these design elements. As you can see here, we've got our golden path and quick links. You can click immediately into these AI assistants we have. They're organized by our key functions and core products. This project delivery section is our standard framework for consulting engagements, and each of these key activities includes an AI assistant we've built. The bolded link takes you to that AI tool. Underneath, you can link to the configurations to see the templates, the work samples that were leveraged, and the backend prompt we engineered. The reasoning here is as we work with our clients, we can recreate these AI assistants pretty quickly on their systems, so we're compliant in their walled garden, but we don't lose the AI-enabled way that we work. So there you go. That's how you can possibly take some strategic direction from these larger consulting firms, right-size it to your company and ways of working, and actually execute on that strategy. Thanks for watching, and I'll link this article and some other helpful resources below.